In my life, I have a tendency to make very bad decisions.
You're unreliable. You have brought me such beautiful flowers.
Yes, I did. Maybe that's why I've been stuck in the same job for so long.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz, Alonso Duralde, Christy, Lemire, Matt Atchity. We're all here to talk about Vince Vaughn's Delivery Man.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn tries to escape his inherent Vince Vaughnishness with Delivery Man. He gets to his softer, more earnest side. He's sort of a sad sack, middle-aged underachiever who discovers that he donated sperm 20 years ago to make a bunch of money, a lot of sperm. He's very fertile. And he learned...
Also, he likes to masturbate.
That, in case you were wondering, Vince Vaughn jerks off. But who doesn't? But he did it so many times that he has fathered 533 children, 142 of whom are suing to learn his identity, and wacky hijinks and feel-good moments ensue. Take a look.
David Wozniak, in 1994, you donated to a fertility clinic anonymously. Apparently, there was a mix-up at the clinic.
What?
You are the biological father of 533 children.
What?
I think you made up the numbers, which
No,
I
I swear to God, I didn't.
No, I think that's
I'm
actually...
right. 533 and 142.
All right, I think it was 182. But it doesn't matter.
142.
I like that you made up the numbers. I was pleased because it makes no difference. Yeah.
I'm right.
My favorite thing in
142.
the movie was that they acknowledged that not everyone would be party to the suit. Like that was like the most realistic thing in the movie.
Who wants that many extras?
But then all 142 of these kids who are suing all happen to live in New York.
Right.
They never left.
Right.
None of them went off to college or moved to LA to find themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, moms didn't move.
Nobody's
they
in
all-
Buffalo.
They stayed there,
Right.
and they all go to the same yoga class or whatever. Okay,
One of them's New York Nick.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie very much. I think Vince Vaughn is miscast here. I think this would have been much better with somebody like an Owen Wilson. I think it's not very well written. The only thing that I like in this movie, the only scenes that I think work and they don't go over the top and they don't get schmaltzy about, I felt, were the scene where the kid in the wheelchair. Like
Those are my least favorite.
Really?
Those are my least favorite. That he lugs that kid around like a trophy of his own humanity. Check me out, everybody! Oh God, I hate those scenes. Offended the hell out of me. They're awful,
Totally.
awful.
Yeah, that was painful.
This whole movie is so Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This movie is unbearably schmoopy. It's a remake of a Canadian comedy called Starbuck. Same writer director doing it again.
Ken Scott.
Yeah, I think there's a curse on people who remake their own movies in English. I remember like the Vanishing. Remember how terrible that was, the American remake? This is, it is thoroughly just phony, and Vince Vaughn is so the wrong guy for this. I don't know who the right guy for this would be. Yeah, I didn't buy it for a second, and I could feel it trying to press my buttons, and it just was not doing it.
I would say that some of the meetings with some of the kids, because they are so random and so scattered, they are kind of hit and miss for some comedy, right? Sometimes they're funny, because these kids are just all over the place in different locations doing whatever. But then it gets like shit gets real. Like he happens to be there when one of the daughters is about to OD on heroin.
Right.
Like he's so magical.
But I don't think you want to see Vince Vaughn be earnest. Like you want to see him be dangerous.
Well,
like, you want to see him be the guy that you're not sure if you can trust, and not because he's incompetent, because he's got a hidden agenda. And I think that's where this movie. I think he's miscast
I
here.
could see him playing a man-child who learns to be responsible. But this is not the vehicle for that. And I don't know with him. I mean, I think he started out as somebody really interesting, but he's been phoning it in for a long time.
I appreciate though that he's not trying to be that fast-talking guy this time, right? He's
Not
done
entirely,
that. It's well worn. I admire him trying to stretch. Can we talk really fast about Cobie Smulders?
Yeah, I just real quick. I don't think he's phoning it in. I mean, I still find him enormously charming, and in fact, but I don't.
Even after the watch and the internship.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I still like him, but I don't think he phones it in. I think these are bad choices, and you would hope, and that he would make the sort of. Like, you know, Matthew McConaughey made a lot of bad choices, and then he started making great choices.
Yes,
No one is spending
that's
too much time talking about this mediocre.
We're waiting for the Vince Vaughn-essence.
There you go.
Cobie Smulders really fast. As a cop, why?
Yeah.
Just to stick her in a uniform
No,
and have her
as
talk
soon
to
as you
other
saw her in
cops.
the uniform the first time, you were like, what the?
Right, she got demoted from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly. She's much more convincing as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
She's a girlfriend in a movie. She's got to write children's books. That's what they do.
I like
cupcake store.
Chris Pratt has a few charming
the
moments.
best part of the
He
whole
would have been a
thing.
better lead in this film.
That's
Yes,
a
he would.
really
I
good
think,
call.
So
Right, and Vince Vaughn is the lawyer character.
There
Like,
you
that
go.
would have been much
Oh,
better.
make that
boom,
movie
we
Ken
fixed
Scott.
Hollywood.
All of a sudden, then it's only kind of bad.
There you go.
Because it's still
What
flawed.
did he say?
I gave it a 3.9. I moved it down, my score down during my review.
I was a 3, right?
You're at a 3.5.
Yeah,
3.5. All right.
What was
I don't
that?
know why I'm at 4.5. I laughed sometimes.
Yeah, it's
four,
not.
meh.
I laugh sometimes too. That's initially why I had it higher. So we're at 3.9
Yeah,
for
27 on the tomato meter.